Hey guys, your boy G, Garrett the INFJ here. Today I'm going to actually give you guys a visual poem and then I'm going to break it down from an INFJ perspective at the end of the video. So do me a favor, watch all the way through, and I hope you guys enjoy. Strawberry smiles. It's your boy G, your local INFJ. I want to talk a little bit about the poem. That poem is actually a poem that's going to be in my upcoming poetry book called Modern Day Magic, where I attempt to take like the abstract, the poetic, and make it current. Like, so I talk a lot about the pandemic. I talk about issues like misogyny and stuff in a less direct way, in a way so that even if you're just reading it because you love poetry, you should still appreciate it. But it also says something significant. Anyway, if you want to help me raise money to publish that book, I'll put a link in the description where you can help me raise the money to do that. And hopefully this book can come out very, very soon. So, obviously, the poem is kind of a take on like gender roles and modern day misogyny and just the kind of expectations we have for males versus the kind that we have for females. I think as an INFJ or as a thinking person, one of the things we do is we intuitively pick up on subconscious patterns and put things together and kind of like to give us a big picture, the way things are working in the world, right? And one of the things that I've started to do recently is kind of dissect those that information that I've gathered and kind of analyze it and figure out what it means. Figure out these little things that we see every day and we get this feeling from. How can we actually explain those things in a way where we can maybe pass on that information and communicate it with other people? Something else that's important for INFJs, the communication. So, yeah, so this poem, it starts off like, watch for men with wet strawberry smiles. And I hate over-explaining poems. They should always be somewhat open to interpretation. But hopefully that brings forth like some like pretty powerful imagery, right? Who suck their lower lips when they speak to women. We've all kind of seen those guys, right? And then it goes on to say, as if only to taste the fruity drivel of their own words, which is really where the poem turns. It's the flavors we savor every day that have the aftertaste of misogyny. These type of behaviors, this kind of predatory behavior from men, this kind of objectification of women, has been something that has been permissible in society. And no matter what we say, even if we say like, I don't like it when men do that, there are a huge amount of men who are allowed to get away with doing that. Every place I've worked, to even their coworkers, men come over kind of with that kind of like leering, predatory stare, right? And it's just normal in society. Like, imagine if a woman was doing that to a man every time she talked to him. The people would be confused, first of all, and she'd be considered very strange. It is also very strange when men treat women as sexual objects when it's not the place or time for that. But we just let it kind of fly. And that's why I wanted to point out in the poem, and I say, it's the everyday flavors that we savor that have that aftertaste of misogyny. So one of my friends on Instagram asked me, she said, why do you call it modern day misogyny? Why modern? And so I think, like, big picture wise, my book is called Modern Day Magic, and I want people, like, poetry has like this deep abstract feel. I want to like pull that into the modern day, give people a way to like to contextualize it or a way for it to relate to the things that they see going on in their lives today. Like, I'll literally talk about TikTok, in some of my poems. I talk about things that are relatable to now without sacrificing any of the deeper message. For this poem specifically, I think misogyny is a great example of something that we all care about, but typically we think of it as like direct sexism towards women. And what I'm trying to do by calling this modern day misogyny and talking about like this kind of underlying acceptance of objectification, I'm trying to show that like this is actually what misogyny looks like today. Like, the only way we can fix something is to understand what it actually looks like, rather than like what the textbook version or the classic version looks like. So that's what I tried to do with this poem. Like, this is modern day misogyny. We see it every day, and I try to paint a picture of one of the ways that we do see it when we see it in Strawberry Smiles. So that's a little bit of a take on the poem. I'm gonna go enjoy my actual real life strawberry that I brought on as a prop, and have I actually went through 3 of them, eating them as I filmed this video. So my bad. Anyways, like and subscribe please, and let me know what you think about like the analysis and the visual poetry. Do you like them together? Do you like them separate? Do you want more? Do you want less? I'm open to your thoughts. Peace.